stay strong. Super Bowl.
Chains on my neck, one for now and one for later. If we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking steep. Yeah, I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Move the needle for the city like the championships. All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Take them, I can shake them, I invite them to the fire, then I bake them, I'ma break them, I'm a Hall of Fame legend, they should go and hang my jersey, made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play, move the chains, tell them get up out the way, move the chains, I'm about to win the game, move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains, ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me, I am up, number one seed, ain't nobody popping up, got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up, you kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up, I be booted up, popping out a Sprinter or a truck, whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit, if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
It's the young
incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you.
Okay, Coach, we are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the New England Patriots. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Down. 10-2 stop.
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. It's a long... Four on that first play, and it's second down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
Get that ball. Get that ball.
Five.
Here's Hoyer. He'll rifle this one deep right side into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Edelman, the intended receiver that time.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. And some good running out of the gates as he takes this up to the 33. That one good for 13 at a Dolphin first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw here. He's going to sling this deep down, and this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. As his out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
4 yards on the pick.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
On second down now, it's White, and very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Now Hoyer. Catch is made by Harry. And now running right through it. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Wide receiver was a big need for the Patriots coming into the season, and they found something they really liked in N'Keal Harry. They took the 21-year-old with a final pick in the first round, and it's actually kind of interesting. Since 2000, the Patriots were the only team to not draft a receiver in the first round until nabbing Harry just before the order rolled over to round 2.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Dolphins' 44-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Christian travel.
They'll run it. This is Michelle. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
The New England Patriots remain consistent on offense with a stable of running backs. They added Sony Michel, the 31st pick of the draft in 2018, to that stable at the University of Georgia, mainly for his ability to run inside the tackles and add a little thump to their game.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Hoyer. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Completes it to Lee. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. And because they couldn't hit the long field goal, they are set up nicely offensively at the 41, 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
2nd and 3. They'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he got up 3rd down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
This is intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's third down.
Two running plays go backwards, so what's the call on 3rd and 13 now?
He's coming. We got some pilot. 64. Get it.
Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. Very good return that time. 18 yards, and it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. On second down, a run with Breida. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
Look at me. Score.
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
That's it, baby. We go run.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get in the field.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Two-jet bomber. Two-jet bomber.
First down, here's White. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. His throw incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target. But now it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
And now the third. What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
That's fielded in the end zone.
The Dolphins take over.
Let's go. Do this.
At their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. 2nd and 6. A nice little juke. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to air one out. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So instead of trailing into the lockers, they grab the lead with the clock reading all zeros before intermission.
I would love to go into the locker room with them because right now they're riding a nice wave, aren't they? They're feeling good about themselves. But I know the coach is going to be talking to them about calming down, taking it easy. We've got a whole second half, but use the way we finished the first one to start the second.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They run with Breida. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. It's a big play there for Miami. 41 yards. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like it.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
On first down, here's Breida. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go. On third down. Looking to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Here we go. Here we go. Keep running. Keep running. Hey, here I come. Here I go.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Yeah, baby. Here we go.
Second and goal from the 1. They'll try and pound it in with Dillon. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On second and 11 now. Poyer. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
And we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Returnable for Grant. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. Elsewhere, NFL scoreboard, third quarter now in Tennessee. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Let's go, D.
They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back for pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral. Because what you try and do is make even more spectacular plays to make up for it, and it usually leads to more bad ones.
And an alley to run. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. From the 35 on second down, Poyer. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler, Byron Jones. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
On first down, Dillon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And they'll get this down to the 10. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
A gain of 3, second down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a carry for Dillon. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They're going to look to throw. Buying time to his left. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. He's at the 50. 30. The 20. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now a big spot for the Pats as they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points that gets them back within a field goal. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. 2nd and 5. Looking deep downfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on first down. Michelle. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Well, there's no shortage of great young runners in the NFL, but don't forget about that guy, Sony Michel. First-round pick in 2018. Almost hit 1,000 yards as a rookie, 931 to be exact, to go along with 6 scores for the former Georgia Bulldog. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. Back to throw. Steps away to his left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Down. 10 logo.
They'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. N'Keal Harry, the rookie, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He's back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Hoyer now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Second and 10. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Hoyer. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. Well, that would have been something if he could have saved him from that long distance there in the closing seconds, but it was just not meant to be.
They need a little more time and a little more yardage to give him a realistic shot. And that kick's a good metaphor for this game, isn't it? They're going to wind up a little short in the end.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception, and we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So for the Dolphins, they use the favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they'll fall to 1-1.